Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to maybe the end. Maybe I got it. Welcome back to maybe we figured it out, and we're about to solve the ending part of Taiji here. So, as you can see, what I've done with the diamonds here, I went and looked for more signs around the area, more things that are diamond shaped, and I did not find any. But while I was running around, I realized that the platform that you use to move around the lake area in the middle there is the same number of squares, or the same number of tiles anyway, as the empty space in the middle of the lake. So I just blew it up, and we're going to try this. It is possible that the spaces that are missing in the middle of this fenced area are supposed to be the spaces that are on the raft, and as such, there's a whole bunch of yellow diamonds that we didn't account for before. And if that's the case, how do we solve this? It is still definitely the case that the purple and blue are going to have to be in the same shape. So, like, what if this still works, right? This is still a shape that contains two of every color. That means that these two both have diamonds in them. We could just keep those dark. Then this has to be lit. Then, I mean, we can connect it with this one down here. And if we just break these two dark shapes off from this dark shape up here, I think that's actually functional. And if this isn't the solution, I have no fucking idea. I have absolutely no idea what it might be. Okay, good. All right. This one, if this turns out not to be the solution, I'm just not going to publish the episode yet, and I will run off and try to figure some other things. But here's what I'm thinking about this. So let's hide that, bring this back up. I'm looking at these, and these are, okay. There's not really an easy way to know what the conversion of these two rows would be. We're not really given an indication of ordering or anything, aside from the fact that, like, they're counting. Like, these are the numbers 0 to 15 in standard binary representation. And the fact that it is just counting, although it's counting in a weird order, because, like, the top left 4 are the 0 through 3, and then the bottom right 4 are the next 4 in the sequence. So I don't know. It's a strange order, and maybe that is intended to mean something. But I just cannot see a way that these would map to the single 8-unit space we have here without us being given some hint about how we're supposed to combine them. Because the amount of guess and check would be unreasonable to expect. So I'm hoping that it's just the gravestones. The other reason I think this might be the case is that with all of the other, I guess that's not true anymore, is it? What I was about to say is, with all of the other areas, the puzzle elements, the elements that we've needed for the puzzles down here underneath the mountain have not been the actual, like, the same puzzle elements that we used during the puzzles in that area. They've been representations of those things in the environment, right? The gravestones map much better to that idea than those obelisks, but unfortunately, also that idea is kind of false if you consider the puzzle we just did, where there are diamonds on that raft that are absolutely part of a normal solvable puzzle and then turned out to be part of this thing as well. So all of a sudden, I don't feel very confident about that thing I was just saying. Anyway, so here's hoping. So if I have got these figured correctly, we have 3 toggles in this column, 4 toggles in this column, which means it stays blank. 2 toggles here. This one's all 0s. 2 toggles. 2 toggles, and then 3 and 3. Yeah, okay, that's worrying. Hold on, let me blow this image up a little bit. Let me make sure I've got that right. This one's a little bit smaller than many of the others. Wait, was that even the right number of lines? No, that's totally not. I recorded 4, I wrote this stuff down in Notepad++, but I didn't record the correct number of lines. That may have something to do with it, because there are 5 sets of 8 tombstones. So, I got the top row correctly. Sorry, this is not going to be super interesting on screen for a second here. 10100101. And then this one is 3 ones. Okay, I got that one. This one over here is 0110. All right, I got that. Yeah, no, I just totally didn't record that second row for some reason when I did this before. Okay, well, let me just space these out a little bit more so that they're a little more readable. But yeah, okay, that's probably why that solution is wrong, because I just didn't consider all the data. That'll do it. Like I said, if this doesn't work, I will just go and I'll go back over there and try to get another hint, or I don't know what I'll do, but I'm not posting this episode till I've got it, because we're so close. Okay. Let's try this again. So, cell 1 is toggled 4 times. It stays off. Cell 2 is toggled 4 times. It stays off. Cell 3 is toggled 3 times. Then 0. Then 2. Then 3. Then 3. Then 5. Damn it. I had such hopes. Oh. I just remembered, though, looking at this image, when we were running these before, some of the lines were to be interpreted into the sequence backwards, right? And it seemed like it was just guess and check. Like there was a line at the beginning of each sequence that there was a puzzle at the beginning of each like horizontal row of the things that indicated what the reversing rules were for that area. Shoot. So this even still could be right, but that's actually kind of a lot of guess and check still. If any combination of these 5 lines could be backwards. All right, hold on. Let's run back over there. We're just gonna do it live. It's fine. We're just gonna do it live. Normally, the normal way that it would go. We're gonna see if perhaps I can figure out what it is that I am missing. So you really have to run this area is very large. Okay. And then also we have to run like all the way up the damn mountain to get where we're going. Okay, up here. So yeah, there's this stuff. It was the crypt area up here that had the ones where the lines were reversed, right? What a strange game. What a weird group of puzzles. Because I remember having to do it in here. So we're just gonna start solving puzzles again. Okay, so this one's exactly what it looks like. But this one's the opposite. So why is it that you reverse the left line, but not the right line. And then when we came down here... Well, when we came down here, unfortunately, it's impossible to know which one was reversed, because reversing either one of them gives the same answer. So in this one of them is reversed. It's the bottom one. Oh, wait a second. Are there more of these? I need like one or two more puzzles. I think it might be the dots. The positions the dots are inconsistent in a way that's maybe actually meaningful. I guess I kind of just took it as visual separation before. There's dots on these ones out here, right? Yeah. And the dots are always to the left. What is that? So wait, do you reverse the lines on any of these? No, that's exactly what it looks like. 110110. That's exactly what it looks like. Okay. I think I got it. I think the dots are directionality indicators. This is really not clear. Like this is a good example of what I was talking about when I said there are some places in this game where they don't the puzzles aren't specific enough to teach you the rules. They leave too many possibilities for why an answer is correct in a couple of places, and it leaves you with sort of a murky understanding. I think up in here, there needed to be one where the dot thing was a little bit more obvious, because you should not be able to blunder through the puzzles without figuring it out the way that I did. If a player can do that, that's probably not a great sign. Okay, so on this one, there's no dot on the left line. There is a dot on the right line. And this is the answer you get. On this one, there's no dot on the left line, and there is a dot on the right line. And on this one, you have to reverse the thing. So it's a line with a dot to its left is to be interpreted forward. Is that consistent with this one? Yes, because it's the bottom line that gets flipped on this. But then on this one, it's two things perfectly merged, and there's a dot on the left, and then the dot on the right is to indicate that there is a line in there that has a dot in the wrong place. So it's not measured that way. And I do feel a little bit silly because I'm looking at this blow up of this picture right now, and there are little rocks in the graveyard that are indicators. So, okay, hold on. Let's run down there now. There are dots, but only on some of the lines. So these two up here don't have dots at all. This one has a dot that's on the right of it. These little rocks. This one here has a dot that's on the right of it, and then this lowermost one has a dot that's on the left. So this is the only line that's supposed to be interpreted forward. Are these... Well, these ones are both symmetrical. That's why they don't have directionality lines, because they're the same way either way. Okay. So let me reverse these in my notepad document real quick, just to make my life a little easier. So this is then 110 10111, and that one also gets reversed. Sorry, I know this is like scintillating. Okay, all right. So if the third and fourth lines are to be interpreted as reversed, the fifth one is fine. The first and second, it doesn't even matter. Let's try it that way. I'm feeling pretty confident about having this, like, this one is, at this point, if we don't have it, then it does involve the obelisks near the cliffs on the right, and I have no idea what to do. Oh, I never solved this puzzle. I still have no idea what it's supposed to be, because it doesn't match the... Okay. We are not at 100%. How the heck do I get... Well, I guess I can get down through here. What am I talking about? This island. I should have just gone back the way I came up, but I was like... I was all distracted. I was all excited in my potential eureka moment. I guess we'll find out if it's actually a eureka moment or not. Why's it got to be so hard to get around? So here you can see in their natural habitat the path and the minecart area for the maze puzzle. Not that those things had not been on camera previously. All right, hopefully the last time we're making this run. Like, puzzle design that forces you to learn the rules of the puzzle is not a trivial thing. I don't want to, like, represent this as some easy thing. I think they've failed to do. But you have to find a way to put in a puzzle that is very unlikely to be solved unless the player understands the rules. And I think the problem with this, like, sometimes you have to reverse the numbers thing, is that it's too simple of an idea for the indicator to be that surreptitious. Anyway, so if the lines that I have now are correct, first cell gets toggled 4 times, second cell gets toggled 3 times, third is 3, fourth is 2, fifth is 0, sixth is 3, seventh is 4, and eighth is 5. Shit. Well, I really thought I was onto something there. I'm just double checking. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Well, crud. Okay, let me pull the image of the obelisks up real quick on my other monitor here, and also for y'all. Just see if I can make anything out of it. Do these have dots on them? No, they don't. And again, it's so weird because it really does just look like they're counting. Sorry, let me put this up for y'all. Yeah, like what do we make of this? Should be 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. Yep, crud. I was just like quadruple checking the answer we just pulled. Okay, so we have the numbers 0 through 15, but like there's not really a good indication of how they would be merged in, because the idea would be that you would build 8 lines of 8 and then apply them all as well. But you have to know how to combine these things into lines. All right. Well, I think what I'm going to do is kill the recording here and work with it more and maybe run around a little bit more until I come up with a scheme that I think will work. And then come back and we'll just... I'm going to have another idea when y'all see me again in just a second for you, and probably a very difficult couple of hours for me. I'll see you in a second. All right, y'all, I feel a little bit silly. I went back up there and I was looking at the gravestones and I realized something. I made a transcription error. I wrote down the lines, the lines of numbers from the gravestones in the wrong order. I wrote down 1, then 2, then 3, then 5, then 4. So when I went to reverse lines 3 and 4 in my notes, I didn't compare the stones to the numbers on the gravestones. I just did them by their vertical order, which means that I accidentally swapped 2 of the lines incorrectly. So having realigned things and reversed the appropriate lines, I get a different answer. I get, in fact, the exact opposite of the previous answer, where this line is toggled. This is a 4, this is a 2, this is a 1, this is a 1, this is a 4, this is a 3, and this is a 4. Yeah, which I think is exactly the cells that we did not have highlighted before. I feel really silly. It did not take me hours. It was only about another 10 minutes, but it's still a very silly way to have spent 10 minutes. Anyway, fingers crossed. If this isn't right, I'm going to lose it, y'all. I'm going to start crying on camera. Oh. Oh, it's powering the thing on top. I thought this looks like it would just slide up, doesn't it? But yeah, the wires go up top. So is the thing up top open again? Well, it's certainly glowy. Okay, well that's something. Just exactly what everybody was expecting to happen. Oh, bloody hell. The images are still... I'm sorry, everybody. Hold on. I'm going to... Hopefully that was clear enough. You know what? If not, I can probably go back and do it again from the save and just cut a clean version of that effect. Oh! I'm not sure that this makes a lot of sense to me. This might be a visual interpretation of a metaphorical concept that makes more sense to somebody who's a little bit more familiar with the sort of spiritual principles behind the game. Or it might just be real weird. That's possible too. I have some very serious questions about the preservation of mass and energy represented in that. Uh, yeah, that was interesting. I don't really know what to make of it from like a narrative or philosophical perspective. I will say this. I do not think that this game, and this may be, again, my ignorance of the, because like this is clearly based on some. There is a philosophy at the core of this that I'm just kind of ignorant of, but I don't think that this keeps itself. I don't think the elements of this tie up as well as the elements of The Witness do into sort of like a single unifying whole. But again, that may just be because I don't know what I'm talking about. But that aside, I really, really loved playing this. The atmosphere of it is great. The puzzles are great. The puzzles in that bottom area really gave me a lot of what I wanted from this that I felt was missing when we hit our last ending. Apparently I cannot, there's no thing to do from here. I have to use the menu to get out. So I guess we're done. I think that's it. I think I did the whole entire Taiji. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope that the wait for me to actually finish it and like figure out the last bits here wasn't too frustrating. I had a really great time with this. This was super cool. Thank you very much to whoever recommended it. I already don't remember who it was. Apologies. When you come back next time tomorrow, there's gonna be something new in this slot, of course. And even it'll be a great surprise to everybody, including me. So I guess come back next time to resolve that, and we'll see you then.